So this project's a little different than what we typically do. The nonprofit hired us to renovate the house, which will eventually be rented out to local artists at affordable rates. And because of that, the budget's gonna be fairly small on this one since the nonprofit can only afford so much. The house was bought for $6,000 and it's around 790 square feet and has 1 bedroom and 1 bath.
Nice
There we
work.
go.
Who needs a key?
So old porch. Look how pretty that front door is.
It's beautiful.
And this is where the original front door was, right?
Right, right. And so make this a front porch again.
Yeah.
Living room?
So we've got
Oh, that's pretty.
like these cool old windows.
Look at the interesting dirt pattern on the ceiling from
Yeah.
never cleaning the fan blades.
So this is the 1 bedroom up front here. It's got the other half of the porch closed in. So this is my idea. This is open back up to the porch. We drop in French doors here. This is the kitchen. The kitchen right now is in the back and we'd pull it up
Put the
here.
kitchen
so
up
it'd be
front.
like an L around here. I think if this is open, it's big enough for the public space, which then means this is our bedroom.
Okay.
I think we're gonna have to adjust the windows for egress because they're too high.
They are definitely more than 42 inches from the ground.
Yeah, so we can figure that out, but bedroom.
These windows are cool.
I know,
I would love to keep
I would
these.
like to keep these ones and storm them and then maybe replace the other ones. But then this becomes the bedroom and the kitchen area. I think you turn into a walkthrough to like your exit. So your bedroom has access to your bathroom, and then this is just like laundry room. This is gonna take a lot of love. There's some weird things going on.
So why not make this the kitchen? This is the living room, kitchen room, dining room area.
And make that the bedroom.
And make that the bedroom and have it eat into the kitchen some.
Okay, so what you're saying is instead of moving the kitchen up, we move it over.
Over.
So this front room with the French doors is the bedroom.
Yeah.
You walk into your living room and then come into your kitchen dining if you walk straight ahead.
Yeah.
The old kitchen space is still our mud laundry room, bathroom still's where it is.
I feel like that's good because this is already open, right?
Now
And
we don't have to put up a header
Right.
between the living room and the bedroom.
Which is gonna cost us a couple grand.
That makes sense.
And then just keep these windows that would make the kitchen fantastic.
And then we don't have any egress issue.
Oh yeah, look at me solving problems all day long. You should listen to your mama. You really should. She's
one
got
out
some
of
things
every-
up there.
So outside, we want to turn the enclosed porch back into an open one and replace the paint and siding. Inside, we'll move the kitchen to the current dining room space and turn the current kitchen into a laundry and mud room. I think we'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just need to get to demo.
Kind of like to hit the ceiling with a pressure washer. Maybe to get that old plaster off.
So the nonprofit we're working with bought the house for $6,000, and we have to stay within a budget of $90,000 for the renovation. But I think once we're all done, the house will appraise for close to $120,000, which I'm sure the nonprofit will be happy about.
Get it, Ted! Hit it!
Yes!
What you got there?
Our Nelson plans.
Okay. I like it when everything's upside down. That makes me happy.
Well, this is the way you walk
I know,
in.
you're coming in the front door.
Yeah, and this one's honestly not changing much. Since we're working with a nonprofit and they have a limited budget, we can't afford to go outside the current footprint. And this is the current kitchen, and it's gonna get moved over here, and then we'll have this mudroom. Bathroom stays put, bedroom stays put, living room stays put.
Okay.
And our porch gets closed in again. But other than that, it's...
All right, dunsies.
Yeah, easy. This one, theoretically will be easy, which means it won't, and it'll cost extra money.
See how the floor dips?
Yeah, right there.
Yep. We need
We're
to
trying
bring
to
all
raise that up.
Yep.
All of these joists need to come up.
Just when we solve one issue, another one crops up. While the team was replacing some of the old subflooring, we discovered that a few of our floor joists were sagging, so Tad and the guys are working on adding supports in the basement to level out the parts of the floor that had begun to sag. New drywall's up in the kitchen, and all the interior walls are getting painted a fresh coat of light gray to keep things bright and airy. Our new bright white kitchen cabinets have been delivered, and outside, our cool gray board and batten is going up. The honey-colored flooring has been installed, which will really provide a warm balance to our light gray walls and all-white kitchen. Hello.
Hello.
And today, Corey, MJ, and I have a plan to add more storage to the kitchen. We had to sacrifice upper cabinets because we wanted to keep these original windows because they were so cool. We're installing some open shelving.
These actually look really cool.
Okay.
Huh? How you like them apples?
I love it.
Now that we have the shelves installed, we just need to figure out a way to make them easily accessible because they're too high up really for anyone to reach regularly.
I'm gonna move that rung up, this one, because it will hold it dimensionally stable.
Yeah.
So we found a couple of old ladders that are gonna work for this project. Look at that, huh? Just like downtown.
Yeah. I think the ladder idea was a really unique, cool take on like the library ladder. So kudos to them. We're almost done with our artist cottage on Nelson. Austin and I planted some shrubs out front to give the house some curb appeal. I feel like that looks good. And Mom and MJ added plants they bought to the wall garden. Today we're loading in the furniture and adding our finishing touches. Tomorrow our clients Jim and Chate, who run the nonprofit providing affordable housing to artists, are coming by to see the house, and we hope they love it as much as we do.
Well done.
We're done.
Boom.
Come on. When was the last time that you guys saw any part of the house?
Probably a month.
We peeked in the window.
What do you think?
So good. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
We ended up keeping the stone, but I think once we added the gray board and batten, I think it tied in really well and made the stone look better, make a little bit more sense, and now it's really cohesive.
It is. Really love like how modern it looks now with the updates.
The windows on the porch, I think, were definitely necessary.
No more boards on the windows.
No. All right, let's go inside. Ta-da!
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Obviously a little bit different. It kind of still feels like exterior space, but it's heated and cooled like the rest of the house, so it's additional square footage, which adds to the value as well.
It's beautiful. I love that this is really bright and white, and then just with the plants, it's just gorgeous.
All right, you guys want to check out the living room?
Yeah, absolutely.
Excited?
All right.
Oh, wow.
Looks a little different, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
So this was always the living room, but
Yeah.
looked much, much different. And like Mom said, we were able to carry the floors throughout, so it all feels really cohesive.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we just open up walls to make them feel bigger, but these were too charming to
Oh,
get
yeah.
rid of. So just a fresh coat of white paint.
Oh yeah, this is so much nicer.
My favorite part is the kitchen, so I'm gonna go see that.
Yeah.
What you did here with the kitchen and expanding it in this way is gonna be so important to people because people congregate in the
Yeah.
kitchen.
Yeah, this is great.
And I love the upper part here.
Yeah, the shelves were put in to match the butcher block style countertop and increase your storage space.
So you've got your ladder here. It's like a way cuter version of just a kitchen step stool.
Yeah. Oh
So
my
you do a little
gosh.
fold out and
Oh, I
rest
love
on the
that.
counter. Now you can get your pots and
That's
pans
great.
down and do whatever. And it's super cute.
This is just amazing.
Bedroom's next, so let's head this way.
Oh wow.
Isn't it so cozy?
it
It is. And I like that you have the doors so that lets the light in from outside.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to wake up in the morning to that natural light.
You can open everything up and have this one big space
Oh, yeah.
out
So you
to
can just eat.
another dining area. And it just allows it to feel much bigger and open with everything painted white except this bedroom. Everything is just very bright and big, but also I think it's really cozy.
Yeah, it's almost like a studio.
Yeah.
Like a one, but it's
Yeah.
got rooms,
Yeah.
but it's like a studio,
Yeah.
the whole thing. Yeah. it's
Yeah.
Really perfect.
You wanna head back into the living room?
In this house, the aesthetics of it and how it feels, and not only the brightness of it, but just the ceilings feel high because of the way the floor and the ceiling are done. And it just feels like the kind of place that can put you in a good mindset to get creative
Just blows my mind what you did with this house, because the shape it was in before, I was most worried about how this house would turn out and how would it look great. And it looks amazing, and I love all the light in the house and the colors, and it's just, thank you.
So the purchase price of this house was $6,000. Renovation budget was $90,000, and we stayed right around there. So we have under $100,000 in it. And I think value-wise, you're probably looking at somewhere between $110,000 and $120,000.
It's a happier house. It's so wonderful.